Hey everybody, this is Alzorath. With the Diablo 2 Resurrected Technical Alpha starting this week, I figured a channel update related to the remaster would be appropriate, since my opinion of Diablo 2 Resurrected is a commonly asked question both on and off YouTube, and the fact that I will be covering Resurrected at some point is no big secret. An important note though, I cannot promise coverage of the Diablo 2 Resurrected Alpha event, as I am currently not among the select content creators for the Technical Alpha, so unless the RNG gods decide to grant it to me, or by some miracle they add me to the creator list last minute, I will be on the sidelines with the rest of you, especially since my emails have fallen on deaf ears at Blizzard, it seems. So, all of that said, when I do get access to Diablo 2 Resurrected, whether it is an alpha or beta event, or only at the final release, my plan early on will be to focus on what is called A/B testing, or basically comparing a classic Diablo 2 install to the modern Diablo 2 Resurrected install, testing out the skill behavior, drop rates, item effects, etc., where possible at least, and seeing if there's any notable differences in the game behavior between Classic and Resurrected, before moving on to, proper Let's Plays, builds, etc. Obviously, with the Diablo 2 Alpha being limited to single player, the first 2 acts of the game, and 3 characters, the amount of testing possible will be limited, but there is still plenty to explore. I do have to note though, I am mildly disappointed that they didn't include Necromancers or Druids in the initial Alpha, so we could test out basic minion behavior, instead of just Valkyries and Mercenaries. This is mainly of interest because there are distinct quirks in the base game that could use quality of life improvements easily implemented with more modern systems of Resurrected. That said, things we can test in Diablo 2 Resurrected with these limitations are plentiful. We have breakpoints, damage behavior, synergy behavior, movement, enemy AI, etc. So your basic play things. So there is still a lot of ground that can be covered in the Diablo 2 Resurrected Alpha. This is even possible in spite of the fact that they're not allowing pass save importing into the Resurrected Alpha, though it will be in the final release of the Diablo 2 Remaster. My hopes are that Diablo 2 Resurrected will mostly be Diablo 2 with a new coat of paint and some basic quality of life improvements, but until I have it in my hands, I can't really give a definite answer as to whether I think it will be good or not, which is a question that I get asked a lot, and that's why my advice for pre-ordering still stands, even with a game I will likely love like Diablo 2 Resurrected. Don't pre-order unless your job is either getting day one cover or you are potentially fine with just losing that money. That's just how pre-ordering goes. I think, though, with Vicarious Visions working on Diablo 2 Resurrected, we have a good chance of it being a quality release worth picking up. A really good chance. But no one can see the future, and no one can give you a 100% guarantee. That's just how life is. That's why pre-order opinions are what they are for me. With that said, hopefully my stance on Diablo 2 Resurrected is a bit more clear now, and hopefully we'll get to do some coverage of it sooner, rather than later. Fingers crossed, of course. Beyond that, I'm honestly waiting until I can get a hands-on so I can give more concrete opinions on the changes, updates, and improvements in Diablo 2 Resurrected and what it brings to the table beyond that. So until then, there's not much I can say on it, other than just look forward to future coverage on here. I will be covering it as long as I'm still creating YouTube content. So, that said, that's pretty much the entire update. It's a relatively short one, so keep gaming, have fun, and peace out. I will see you guys on future Diablo 2 videos, whether they are in Diablo 2 Resurrected or Diablo 2 the original. So, this has been Alzorath. Bye.